The Bucks are going to have the edge in every series they play, and that includes the one in the finals against the Warriors. The Bucks are the best team in basketball. I'll say this until everyone starts believing it. The Bucks they played them 4 times in the regular season. They went 3-1 there. They dominated the first round. They then dominated the second round. And as good as Kawhi has been playing, I do not believe Kawhi is quite as good as Giannis, even though he's very close. But the complementary pieces at this point they're not playing as close as you would have thought
in Toronto,
as well as they did in the regular season. Milwaukee has the ability to beat you so many different ways. They have the #1 defense in basketball. They have #3 offense in basketball. And all of a sudden, with Brogdon back, they are the healthiest team remaining in the NBA playoffs. So they also have home court advantage, and they are more rested. So to me, I think Toronto has been an excellent team. Toronto has had an excellent season. But Toronto is now about to run into a far stiffer competition than they had in the second round in dealing with Milwaukee versus dealing with Philly. So to me, I think Milwaukee is the heavy favorite, and I would be more surprised with the Raptors winning the series than the Bucks winning it in 4 or 5 games.
I think the Bucks are a better team. So who has the advantage? I believe the better team. Also, the better team happens to have home court advantage. We saw in the last couple years where Cleveland, they weren't concerned about the home court advantage because at that time we could say, you know something, they have the best player, and we thought they had a better team even though their regular season hadn't gone the way they wanted to go. So in this, though, you have to look at Milwaukee not only from the beginning of the season, the All-Star break, after the All-Star break, they have been consistent, either 1 or 2 of the best teams playing basketball. How they play, their style has transferred from the regular season to the postseason. And we have seen Toronto, Kyle Lowry, who's going to show up? Right. Who's going to be their second scorer? Siakam. Is he ready to be big time 7 games in a row? I don't think so. As a young player, he's going to be a little inconsistent. So I believe that Milwaukee is a better team. But watch out. You lose home court advantage. Right. They go back to Canada tied up 1-1. And also, let's not forget, last series they were in with Boston, where did they slip up? In game #1, young team, hadn't seen this stage. So can Toronto steal one of those first 2 games, particularly the game #1 tonight?
So if Giannis and Kawhi cancel each other out, theoretically, is this going to come down to whose supporting cast shows up? Toronto's got a great supporting cast. They just only played basically 1 game so far this postseason where they had to really help out. They gave Kawhi a chance to really help him out.
Yeah, I think Toronto's going to struggle in this regard. Can you have Kawhi cancel out Giannis in as much as this? Are you going to ask Kawhi to guard Giannis? Are you going to ask Kawhi who
No, I don't think so.
Right, because he has been your offense has revolved around Kawhi Leonard, right? So
So that would tax him too much?
To me, it'd be too taxing. I think they will try
I don't think it's the best matchup for him.
Pascal Siakam guarding
they have too many guys who have length. Serge Ibaka, those guys should be guarding Giannis. Just because you have the 2 best players don't mean you go out of your way to try to put Kawhi. Kawhi going to lock down whoever he has.
Correct.
Whoever he's guarding going to have their hands full. And if he can stop Middleton or one of the other scorers from getting 20 points, that helps them try to win.
But I also think it's going to be very tough in this series for Toronto to play. What big are they going to play? Because much like Chris Mannix, and he was wrong about a lot of the Celtics-Bucks series, but he was right about one thing. Tough series for Brook Lopez because of the Celtics matchup there. Now it's going to be a tough series for Marc Gasol because Brook Lopez is going to try to spend time away from the basket, ask Gasol to move his feet in a way I'm not sure how comfortable he is.
I don't think he's going to try to get past him, though. So I think it plays to Gasol because Gasol is a very good defender. And because Lopez is not going to pick and roll. It makes him easier to guard for a big guy.
It's going to be a pick and pop. My concern is this. You're right. I don't think it's about Lopez getting past Gasol. I think it's about Lopez drawing Gasol away from the basket. And then who is there to meet Giannis at the rim? Who is there to deal with what the Bucks have done so well this year, which is have Giannis drive, and if you collapse down on him, he hits guys for open shots. The Bucks have they're not only 8-1 this postseason. 7 of those victories are by double digits. They have been dominating teams. I think that they are going to come out tonight and not like Game 1 against Boston, where they were clearly not ready for playoff intensity, ready and announced themselves as clearly the favorites in the East and maybe the favorites in the whole thing. At least they are in my eyes. But tonight's game is important. You slip up against, like you said, you slip up in Game 1, you give back home court advantage.
I think it's going to be a little more difficult tonight, but you make it sound awful easy.
Well, I've said both these first two series for the Bucks were going to be awful easy.
Right.
I don't know a lot of people that thought the Celtics series was going to be. It ended up being.
Well, everyone's out there not like a fool like Kendrick Perkins betting you $1,000. Most people thought the Bucks were going to beat them. At least 4-2 would be the best that series would be.
Okay, well, we'll see how this one goes. I think, we'll see how this one goes. I think the Bucks are the best team in the NBA.
Isn't he betting you again?
Well, he is.
Oh.
He's got the
If
Raptors.
you do win, would you consider us as a threesome to go out for dinner?
No.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.